Hey guys, today is Friday, October 2nd. I haven't made a video in a few days, and I'll get to that in a bit. I'm officially 1 week, 1 day post-op. My surgery was last Thursday. So, yeah. I've been trying to figure out how to go about these video things. I kind of want to keep track of it, see what I'm doing, share with you guys what's going on. So I do have just quite a few videos I'm just going to incorporate, and I'm going to go ahead and do that on a weekly basis type thing, unless there's something else that I feel like I would like to share earlier, sooner, or whatnot. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add a few videos here. I'm just going to put in a funny little video of my husband and I when we were going to my first pre-op appointment. And it's a really big hospital. It's not a clinic, it's a huge hospital. So we walked a lot, and by the time we actually got in from the parking, I was exhausted. Keep in mind, I was 3-4 days post-op for that. So we ended up getting a wheelchair for me, and he pushed me. And poor soul, he's an amazing guy, pushed me into the wall, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that. It was just a funny moment. Nobody got hurt. I wasn't hurt or anything, but I just thought it was something funny to share. ¡Au! Ya no eres doctor. Y dejamos la silla de rueda y corremos.
Sí, ¿no? Okay.
Yeah. Bye. All right. So now that you guys got a glimpse of my husband, I'm going to go on to go ahead and share the video with you guys that I had taken that evening regarding post-op and my post-op appointment and what they had told me. So, yeah. Hey guys, it's Sandy. Today is Tuesday. Sorry, I'm trying to get an angle that I'm not all glary. Tuesday, September 29th. I just got back from my first post-op appointment. It went well. I'd say it went very well. The doctor's very proud of me. It's only been 4 days out from my surgery. It hasn't been a full week, 4 days out. And he says for those 4 days, I look pretty good. I am on pain medication, as you guys can probably tell. Just because they did pull my drain out. It didn't hurt when they pulled it out. And I'll try to upload that video with this one in there somewhere.
Just remove this section here. So open it up. Nice. Okay, and then go and take a big deep breath for me and blow it all the way out.
So you guys could see what I mean when they tell you that they took my drain out. They pulled my drain out. But yeah, my drain wasn't draining anything. Like, I didn't have anything. We had it there just in case. I was able to talk to my surgeon and ask him why my surgery went longer than expected. So I guess what happened was when they had already made all the incisions and everything was all up and going, the laparoscope, I think is what it's called, the little camera dude, stopped working. Completely stopped working. So they had to get a new one, and they were trying to get a new one. And so during this whole time of trying to get a new one, they had to close me up because they couldn't just have me flapping open. I mean, like I say, it's laparoscopic, so they're little tubes, but they had to close me because of a risk of an infection. So when they got the other one, they had to pre-prep me like they had before with the iodine and all that stuff, and then reopen where they had just opened. So that's kind of what added that hour and a half, 2 hours to what I was talking about in one of my previous videos. So, yeah, excuse my hair, guys. That's exactly what had gone on. But overall, they said that my surgery went really well. Everything was good. They could tell that I did my diet that I was supposed to do, that I was doing well. I'm not sure if I've yet talked numbers with you guys. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that now. well, let me finish this first. So I went there. Doctor's very happy. Took out the drain. I talked to my nutritionist. She is very happy. I'm getting all my protein in. She just wants me to add a little bit more liquid, a little bit more water. I'm off about like 10 ounces of water. I'm getting more than enough protein. I'm getting all the grams of protein. I just never thought to make sure that I have enough water. So, because dehydration is very concerning, they want me to do the water. As well as, like I mentioned before, the gas, the bowel movements, and everything. Water helps that go keep flowing through. So I need to make sure I'm doing all my water stuff. I put just a tiny bit of makeup. I just put on my foundation and some eyebrows and just some eyeliner. But I'm about to take it off. I'm not feeling it. And that's weird because I love to have like 20 pounds of makeup on and all. Numbers. My highest recorded weight was 325 pounds. That was what my highest recorded weight was. Wow, November 24th. And it was a long process coming. Not, just how long I've been wanting this and how long it actually took to get it. But it's done and I'm very happy and I'm not gonna, take it for granted. I'm gonna put everything in my effort to go forward and to move forward and to do what I have to do to gain what I want. My surgery weight, I think, was 295. So I had gone down 30 pounds. I had gone down 30 pounds, guys. And honestly, I did that. I started doing keto and I really enjoyed that. But, even though I started doing keto and I really enjoyed all of that, I knew I still needed to do the bypass. So I did get the gastric bypass Rowan-Y. They checked me and I am 4 days post-op, guys. So I've lost 3 pounds since then. I'm at 292. The doctor said he's surprised because I was on liquids. I was in, IVs for about 3 days, 3 full days, 2.5 days, because how long they kept me, and I was just very hydrated and I was very swollen. My feet looked like they were gonna pop, but that was just because how much fluid was in me. So he's surprised that I've lost weight at all. Hunger wise, I'm doing good. I'm not hungry. I see people eat and I don't want it. I know that's been really hard for people, but I think I made amends with myself and I realized that I have to get used to it. There's things that I'm not going to be able to do after surgery, and I was okay with that already. I had made up my mind and I'm mentally prepared, and I know that right now I might be fine with it, and tomorrow I might see somebody eating an enchilada or a tostada and I'm going to want that. But those days are going to happen. I'm aware of it. But I'm getting in I feel proud of myself because I'm getting in my proteins. I'm getting in my liquids. I'm staying away from everything. I'm not trying to cheat. I'm not trying to do pureed food. No, I'm sticking to where my diet should be until they let me know otherwise. So, that was pretty much my update. I'm very, 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 very happy. Alrighty, guys. So that was that. So my pre-op was on Tuesday. Wednesday, I did good for the most part. See, there was a little incident. It was Wednesday afternoon. I was eating slash drinking, soup with protein. And I believe it was my father that told me, hey, do you want to go to the store with me? And I said, I'd love to get out of this house. So I did something I thought wouldn't be that huge of a deal. I just drank my soup, just let it go down. I just had it like it was nothing. And then I proceeded to drink some water. So I felt kind of like full, right? And I was like, great, I drank too much, too fast, whatnot. that wasn't it. When we came home, and then my husband got home later on, my mom and dad went to their house and we're here and whatnot. I started feeling ill, bad. I mean, sick. And, maybe TMI, but it's on a need to know. I had started my menstrual cycle the day after surgery, which totally wasn't when I was supposed to start it, but it happened. And I wasn't surprised because I did hear that after major surgery, it sometimes messes with your cycle. So I was kind of prepared for that. So back to Wednesday, my back was hurting. And normally on my cycle, my back hurts. So my back is hurting. My insides are just not feeling well. And I'm feeling super sore on my incisions. And I'm not feeling good. So I proceeded to take pain medication, and it didn't help me whatsoever. And I'm talking about the heavy pain medication they gave you. So later on, I took more pain medication, and that still didn't help me. And I didn't know what was going on because, that thing gets you drowsy and stuff. I didn't feel anything. Well, proceeding on to the night, it's probably like 10, 11 at night. I took a shower, got out, came out, everything. I couldn't. The pain in my pouch was so severe. I was crying. I held out so many hours trying not to cry until I finally broke. And I cried and I cried and there was nothing I could do. My husband would hold my hand. My husband cried with me. My husband tried to help me. And I felt so bad because he felt so helpless, but there was nothing he could do. This was something that had to pass. Now, I tried going to the restroom and I couldn't have a bowel movement. I tried to do something to relieve the pain, to alleviate the pressure, the pain, everything I was feeling, and nothing. And it was horrible. It was horrible. And at that moment, if there was a button to, go back and undo the surgery, I would have pushed that immediately. I would have pushed that so many times. I totally would have, I had regretted that night doing the surgery. It was so severe. The pain was it was just so awful. And just to remember, it gives me chills. And it went on, I think I ended up going to sleep at like 4 a.m. But, when I was, and it's going to sound gross, but this would happen. I went to the restroom. I tried to make have a bowel movement, and I'd put pressure on my stomach. And then all of a sudden I just started puking. So I'm puking and puking and puking, and this is nothing but water, and this is a lot of liquid that's coming out of me. And I could see the colors. The colors were just odd to me. So I had the purple. My son just woke up from his nap. I would have that purple Isopure, Glacier, grape, whatever that I would drink, the protein one, that was coming out and I was tasting it. The protein 2O, that was coming out and I was tasting it. The medicine that never hit, of course it didn't. It was up here in my esophagus, I think. And that just, I tasted all that coming back out, the water and the soup. And it was just so much liquid. I was like, goodness, I didn't even know. I don't know. So by the end of the night, it was 4 a.m. I was exhausted. I was tired. I had cried all night. It was awful. It was awful. The next morning, Thursday morning, my daughter was doing the online school. So I honestly just turned on her tablet and threw it on the table. And I just laid back down on the couch. I couldn't do it. The next thing I remember, my husband asking the kids, you guys want to eat? Let me make you guys food. And I don't remember anything else. I fell asleep again. And then when I woke up, my husband was gone. My mother was here. And it was, and I felt sore. I felt sore all day yesterday, which was Thursday. Sore as in throwing up. I mean, throwing up is not a good experience, period. But especially after the surgery, your little pouch is just like squeezing and it's so tiny and so much. And it was painful. It was very excruciating and it was very painful. I just couldn't. You deal with it. The soreness was pretty rough too. But today, thank goodness, I'm up and out. I went to my daughter's school. We're going to start in-person school on Monday. I'm going to go back to work on a Monday. And today I've been able to eat and drink and do everything regularly with, all with time, calmly manner, in a timely manner, and doing everything as I should. And That was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have done that, and I did. But I never thought that those would be the consequences. Never. So, but I guess we learn from our mistakes, right? Uh, so anyway, what else? I'm gonna go ahead and drop in a video of my weigh-in today. Uh, Alrighty, guys. So I was 284. So I've been down 11 pounds since surgery. I'm a week a day post on. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there. I know this video has ran pretty long. Excuse me, I'm burping. It's weird. It's like, what do you have to burp? No, you burp a lot. Anywho, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do these weekly, like I said. The best wishes to everybody. Thank you for joining me on my journey and watching my videos. If you want to know more, go ahead and leave me a comment, send me a message, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you here next week.